Hello? Howdy, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and I only remembered right before hitting the button to click the first button on this little handheld remote thing that turned on my microphone interface, so I needed to see levels. I only remembered. Good, it's working, it's working. Oh my goodness! Jake, your boots are 3 sizes too big. Well, maybe you'll grow into them. Probably not, though. I feel like you, like me, we're kind of beyond the point where we grow into clothing anymore. Unless it's like 3 sizes too large, in which case, only if you keep bringing me pie. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep the plates coming. I got a whole new batch of clothing for Christmas. All my family thought I was a 3X. Give me some more cake. I gotta fit into these clothes. Heaven knows I'm not buying myself clothes. I just gotta make what was given to me work. So bring me the fried chicken. I'm trying to avoid that stuff right now. I found a video on an SD card that I was wiping yesterday to use for something new, and I went ahead and copied everything off of it. I was kind of going through it, and it was a video of me doing a room tour that never got posted from 2021, where I was a thin boy, and I realized that something happened, and I'm not sure what it was. Maybe it's becoming an elderly. Maybe it's being 30. But yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, vertical height. I'm done there too. Horizontal limits, though, there does not seem to be any bounds. I'll give you that. You can go indefinitely in that direction, which is a little bit scary to consider. Well, I said that we would stream today, and we are. Do we have game audio? Yes, we do. Okay, good. I was making sure, because I definitely didn't hear anything at first. All right, well, I am starting the recording, and if you're ready, we're going to go ahead and record the next episode. I noticed that this is recording session number 15, which is crazy to think about. I didn't realize we'd streamed this 15 times, but that's a good time. And we are currently on the mission Riddle of the Sands. If you were curious, after Riddle of the Sands, we have Into the Darkness, Out of Shadow, Onward, Fire in the Sky, Things Fall Apart, Cloak and Dagger, Evenfall, A Strong Hope, Full Stream, Through the Maelstrom, Across the Narrow, Footfalls of Ash, The Last King, Brotherhood, Streets of Madness, Back to Their Origin, Of Gods and Men, and Epilogue. 18 chapters to go. I don't know what any of that means. That's the thing. Just to really reiterate, all I have is a list of chapter names. There's no information about them. So no spoilers happening here other than just like, I don't know. Can you hear Evenfall or Evenfall if you're so inclined? And from that, deduce what we're doing? Because I certainly can't. I have no clue what that could possibly be in reference to. Yes, we're back to the schedule, and we'll be sticking with it for the remainder of the week. I know I streamed Monday and Tuesday, and it was all chaos and disarray, but we're going back after this. No more streams tomorrow. Maybe. It kind of depends on whether or not the plans I've made stick. I'll have to ask. They normally don't. No streams on Friday. Definitely no streams on Friday. But Saturday morning, I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to get up early. We used to be a real country. We used to be a real Howdy Folks empire. I would actually get up early on Saturday, and we would stream for like 4 or 5 hours. I would go to town. I would get donuts. We made a whole thing of it. Every hour. We had on a schedule. Every hour, I would eat a donut. That was a real thing. We'd get a little beep, 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 and I'd be like, hey, let's eat a donut together. I was skinny back then, so I don't know how that worked. But every hour, we would try a donut, and I would give it a review, and people loved it. We used to do things like that. What happened to us? What did happen to us? I'm trying to think back on it now. I think Kingdom Hearts messed up the Saturday morning stream because I decided I wanted to finish them all before 3 came out, and that turned into I'm going to stream this game every night, and I did. No. Listen, it was odd. It was odd. It was a different time. It was different. It was. Because we did, the Breath of the Wild was the first time I ever streamed through a game. I'd never done that before. I'd done one-off streams here or there, but I streamed through Breath of the Wild. And after that, I didn't know what to stream through, so we just streamed through some other Zelda games. And then I was coerced into playing Kingdom Hearts, and we streamed through the entire franchise. The whole thing. And that's because the Saturday stream with donuts was a Legend of Zelda thing. That's when that started. And I remember specifically when I think about it, there's one part that I remember better than any was being in one of the temples in Wind Waker. I'd have to look at it to remember. I think it's the one where you control the statues and they hop around. And I remember that moment of pausing and being like, we're going to eat a donut now because apparently this is what we do here. And just being like, that's weird that we have this now. This thing that we do every Saturday. It was fun. It was great. And then that got messed up. That got ruined when we started doing the Kingdom Hearts and streamed every night. And then we never recovered after that. I think we might have still done some Saturday streams. But then after that, what did we do? We did... Jedi Fallen Order. We did the Outer Worlds. That was fun. And then I feel like there was a break from about December to February, March, whenever Final Fantasy VII launched, Final Fantasy VII Remake. And then we streamed through that every Saturday morning. But it wasn't every Saturday morning, was it? I don't remember. And then I quit YouTube for like a peaceful 6 months. About a month into it, I was like, what if I made content again, though? It's inescapable. Once it's in your DNA, you can't help but be playing a video game and start commentating. It's a nightmare. It's very fun, though. During that time, I played through Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 just on my own. And I'm glad I played through them that way, because it was a distraction more than anything just to focus on those games. That game started, and my commentary voice was going. Just all the questions and all the thoughts. What are we doing? We need to record this episode. Okay. Howdy there, folks. How are you all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI, our personal, private Let's Play adventure that we share just between me and you. Don't tell anyone. Tell all your friends and family. Let them all know about this, but don't tell anyone.
Come on,
this is just me and you right now. We're sharing this moment, this very intimate moment of man playing video game, offering commentary, and viewer at home possibly watching, although let's be honest, you're not. And that's okay. I think that most of my audience watches YouTube Let's Plays the way that I do. Like, I've been watching Jesse Cox play through this game, because I love Jesse Cox. He's a great guy. And also, what is going on back here? When I say watching him play, see, we can't go back there anyway, so I guess we won't bother. What I'm actually doing is it's just kind of playing in the background, and I'm listening to it while I do other things, while I, like, tidy up and whatnot. It makes... Look, Let's Plays, like full playthroughs of games, make excellent background noise. And it's not that I dislike it. I wouldn't be watching it if I wasn't enjoying it. I would find something else to be background noise. You know, I think that's actually a high compliment, that I choose to have this be the sort of white noise that I engage with while I do work, the thing that kind of keeps me from going crazy with this menial task. That's a high praise. And if my audience views my content like that, I'm honored.
Drake's Fang.
That's a rock. Not like the country, not Iraq.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Do you reckon Kupka has... Never mind.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert.
You could make the
You'll
argument
need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him.
that Kupka himself is a
So
weapon of
be
mass
careful.
destruction. So,
I will.
thus justifying this invasion.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize.
Uncle, why does your hair glow?
After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor.
Uncle.
I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am.
But you funded, like, Wade and the rebel forces.
And I'm sorry.
Best character.
Please.
Best character. Listen
It's
to
not
him.
too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so.
See,
That ship has sailed.
I want Uncle to have
however,
it.
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms.
We could just take over Rosaria and have that be the start, you know, and spread out from there.
Was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know?
Oh, shucks.
Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Bye, best character.
Go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet.
Yeah, he's gonna die, isn't he?
You can regale me too, Torgal.
They're gonna take him away from us. You can't give me a character like this and make him perfect and then take him away, but they're going to. Because they don't have the nerve to kill Jill. So it's gonna be Uncle Byron. And I will weep like a grown man. I mean, is there any reason to not just immediately go there? I understand we can go up here if we wanted to, but I really don't want to. I don't see any purpose or cause in it. Unlike the other mother crystals of Valisthea, that tower above the realm, Drake's Fang lies buried deep within a hollow crag scholars call a geode. How fun! Let's go! You know, in God's word we read that Jesus wept. And if it's okay for him to do it, then gosh darn it, so will I. Can he not use a fork? Oh, it's like he had a stroke or something, bless him.
Fuck! Why do they start? What has that gutter rat done to me? Fuck!
Does my man's gloves have fingernails, I just realized? Oh my goodness gracious, they do.
Out of my sight, witch!
Now, what has she done?
I'll kill you, Rosfield!
Who is this?
I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to
Do we know this individual?
me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
I'm not gonna lie, the second they walked in, my first thought was Jill relative.
And how would he have done that?
It might have been the hair color and the shape of the face.
Shut up!
Probably all that's doing it.
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Don't do that.
Tell me, what must I do?
Don't give him hope.
Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
Eat it!
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you?
Don't like that. Don't pet him.
Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
Is that what happened?
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Because no one else is going to say it, I just want to throw out there both of these men. Excellent drip.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light.
Well, I think we know what our boss fight's gonna be. It's gonna be some amped up Hugo. Been sipping on too much ether. Who?
Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Theories in the chat now. Where is this leading? Yo. Oh. What are these?
Orcs.
Looks like meat back on the menu, boys!
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Why? Is that where they're from? This is foul! This is just sick! I don't care for it. Let's go kill them.
And part of the Waluda army now. How the hell did that happen?
Why are we crouched? How did we do that? I've never managed to be crouched at any other point in this game, but now suddenly he's just decided to be crouched all on his own. I'm not upset about it, don't get me wrong. It'd be great if we could actually be stealthy. I've wanted that in this game this whole time, but something tells me we're not going to be able to be stealthy. I feel like we're going to have to fight the Beastmen. How about this, fellas? Yeah, don't like that much, do ya? No, don't get involved, Torgal. Just let them rot. They deserve this. If anyone deserved it, it's these guys. In fact, we're going to now throw fire at them. We're just going to throw fire at this guy in particular. I've decided he's my least favorite. I want to see him dead. Also, how are we getting like an aerial blast? 120, 140? Am I... This is great. Spectacular. Okay, now watch me do this right first try. Brilliant. Okay, Torgal, you definitely stole my thunder on that one, but you know what? I think it was needed. Look good, they were carrying gold. So they have like a currency. That's fantastic. I don't see any chests around here on the ground, but I realized that in the last recording session, I almost missed a couple of chests, not just because I couldn't see them.
Over the entire mine.
Yeah, and it looks like they're eating everyone, which is like sus. Is that how you get the Beastmen to work for you? If you are the Republic, you're just like, hey, come fight for us. Or they could be from Waloed or whatever, you know? Hey, come on, take a swing at me, big boy. Okay, well, I definitely did not get the timing right on that, but if you try again, this time I promise you I'm ready. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, again, not quite. Not quite again. Listen, we're going to give it one more shot. Come on, hit me hard. Again, not quite. Not quite. Who's next? Who's got it in them? Okay, see, I'm hitting the button right as they go, and that's just not at all doable here. There we go. Otherwise, I'm just going to stand here until I die, and that's just not a fun way to play the game. Goodness. Okay, he blew up a little bit. 3 spools of... Oh my gosh, they've got like an evil Torgal. I don't like it. Come on, you. Again, just no. Get rid of evil Torgal first. And then this guy, for just completely arbitrary reasons, I've just decided to attack him. Torgal, did you take care of all those guys down there yourself? I appreciate it, but I'm really trying to practice this here. I feel like we had this down so much better last time. Gosh, don't worry, Torgal. I got it. Look, I got to prove myself now. I'll let this guy have one too many hits in on me.
Of the Rock. Dalmekia's finest.
I think these are just like miners and whatnot. Well, no, that guy looks like he could have been a soldier at one point. This guy had some kind of a staff. Okay, but I guess they were all soldiers. Take back everything I said. That's just like a man, though. That's just a feller. He was just down here trying to like mine up some ores to bring back to his family to help them survive the winter. Somehow, you know, the normal things you get ready for when winter's coming. You know, you get yourself some warm blankets, you get yourself some fire starter, you get yourself some iron ore, because you got to stay busy with the blacksmith, you know, to keep warm. You got to stoke up the furnace, and then, you know, all that swinging of the hammer. It really does help you survive the cold, harsh winter. I'm not just crazy about this. It's absolutely a real thing. That's how if you live up in a northern climate, not a lot of people know this, but like one of the biggest like activities to pass the time, if you live in some place like Norway or Sweden or the like, you just become a blacksmith, you know? And there are a bunch of socialists up there, so the government has all these kind of programs where they come and install a massive forge in your house completely for free, and then they supply you with coal, and then all you gotta do on those cold days when you would otherwise be freezing to death is you go outside and you go make a sword, you know? Classic Swedish swords. Everyone loves them. Everyone knows all about the Swedish sword. You know, the Swiss have their little army knives. The Swedes have massive swords, and they build so many of them. The world supply of swords is actually mostly maintained by the Swedes. That's how they manage to keep warm during the winters. It's how they fund most of their economy, and it's actually a brilliant tactic because it means that, you know, in times of war you can kind of play both sides because everyone needs swords during war. How do you think we win World War II? All right, what do you think we did? Superior numbers, superior like artillery, military forces, nukes. It was the swords. We had the finest Swedish-made swords. And that's how we won the war against Hitler. Because he wouldn't buy from them. He kept insisting that they use only German-made swords, you know? It was part of his whole weird Hitler racism thing where he's like, I only use swords on front line made by German. That's how he sounded. He spoke English exclusively. Not a lot of people realize this about Hitler. You know, a lot of people think that he spoke German or Deutsch, but no, Hitler exclusively spoke broken English with a bad accent, and that's why he lost the war, actually. A lot of people think that he Hitlered himself. That's actually a misnomer. Hitler lives in the Hollow Earth, where he actually has spent the last 60 years since the end of the war? A little bit more than that now. He's just been studying Swedish swords and trying to make them himself. And he stays young by eating the flesh of the dinosaurs that live at the center of the earth. Everyone knows that if you eat dinosaur flesh, you stay forever young. That's what that song is about. A lot of people don't know that. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do I really have to eat the raptors? That's what it's about. A lot of people don't realize that. But that's a true fact. That's what that movie is about. The one with is Mel Gibson, where he stays forever young by eating dinosaur flesh inside of like a vacuum chamber or whatever happens, and then he wakes up and he meets... It's not Elijah Wood in that movie, is it? It could be. It could be. That's a prequel to The Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is in a post-apocalyptic world where he woke up out of a vacuum cleaner and it caused a bunch of chaos. Everything I'm saying right now is extremely, like, true. Not just, like, regular true, but extremely true. All right, I've kited them all over here. I wasn't just running around because I wasn't able to fight because I was talking. I was definitely intentionally kiting everyone around here to do this. And now we're going to go up here and deal with these two spellcasters. Although it looks like my dog might be doing a great job with that one. Fantastic work there, boy. Keep it up. We're going to yoink this fella down. Come here, you. Didn't anticipate that, did you? Oh, my gosh. Cut it right through him like a warm knife through butter. Reminds me a lot of what you could do with the well-made Swedish sword, forged during the harshest winters to stay warm and stave off the hunger. Because heaven knows they're hungry. That's how your body stays warm. Just gotta eat. Okay, now you, take a swing at me. Go ahead, I'm ready. Take a swing at me, I'm ready. Do it! Do it, you coward! Swing! Swing your mighty club! Yeah! It's not a precision one, though. When you get like a perfectly timed, or it was precision, it literally said precision. But when you get like a perfectly timed one, you get in all those free hits. Okay. There we go. Slice him up with our Swedish-made sword. That's, if you've ever watched, you know the Swedish chef from the Muppets. He used only Swedish-made cooking utensils. Also, they make cooking utensils to stave off the cold, frozen. He might have used the Norwegian ones, because they do the same thing. Even though he's the Swedish chef, he's one of those types. He's like, he only uses imported finery, so he only uses cutlery from Norway. He's a bit of an oddball, isn't he? Not that you would know that from talking to him, because much like most people from Sweden, you can't understand a word he's saying. It's all just like nonsense and gibberish. What's going on through here? Wait a minute, do I want to do this, or is there something behind me I might be missing out on?
Stairs.
Well spotted, Clive, well spotted.
Way out.
One would think, but we need to thoroughly explore this
Won't be
area.
going any further this way.
I can see that, Clive. I don't need you to tell me that. I'm very sharp. I'm very attuned to what's going on in the world around me. I'm just looking for chests that we may plunder. Is this one right here? This is just like a crate? Just like a generic crate? General crate. Oh, Lucas Kits, welcome. How are you doing? Yeah, I know, Jake. Isn't it sad? Isn't it sad? Like, you can go through an entire American education and never learn about the Swedish swords or the Norwegian cutlery. It's not how they stay warm in Canada, though. That's a whole different story. Okay, back up the stairs we go. There's very clearly nothing of use to find here. Hey, big guy! Why don't you take a swing at me? Go ahead, I dare you. I'm ready this time. I'm so ready. I'm more ready than anyone's ever been ready for anything before in their life. You go ahead and take that swing. I did technically block it. I completely missed the second one. I can't let either of them live now that I have failed before them, because it'll just be an embarrassment. If the word gets out of what happened here, Clive will never live it down. He was even armed with the Swedish sword, and he still got hit. Unbelievable. Is this just... where are we trying to get to? Have they described... He's a big guy. That's a big feller. He's a big chubby one. I don't know if we can block him with our shield.
How did they get in here?
I feel like dodging is probably our best move in this situation. We try. Oh my gosh, no, that was perfect! Oh, how about that? See, the shield I feel like should have been in the game the whole time, and I feel like it shouldn't be bound to this one ability set. It should just be like basic equipment, because I'm so much better at blocking than I am at like timing dodges and whatnot. Maybe that's the reason it's not in the game the whole time. The developer specifically knew I would be good at it, and this game was made to spite me. Oh, sir! Okay, come here. If we just do this, is this gonna, like, get him staggered? Perfect! The first round went very well. We've already got him down to, what, a quarter of his health? Not down to a quarter, but down by a quarter of his health, which is very decent. And we've nearly restored all of our health from that. And now, we've got most of our abilities charged up, including this one. We want to get away from him, though, because I can't actually see to block him while this is going. Gosh, hold on. He's about to be down enough that we can do one of these. Brilliant. And then we'll just hit him with this. Sir. Sir! How does it feel to be going up against Rosaria's finest? Can't feel good. I think if we change out any of our stone-related abilities, that's going to be one of them, because it requires far more... Oh boy, nope, should not have shielded there. Definitely the wrong move. That requires far more concentration than I'm ever willing to give anything that I do here. Okay, I did try to dodge that. Oh, thank you, dog. There we go. There's some Titanic, whatever it is, counters or whatever. Okay, restore some health here. I did use a Stone Skin Tonic, even though I know he's pretty close to dying. Just because I felt like in that very moment I was starting to get a little panicky about the situation. But now looking at the whole thing, it definitely was a waste. And we're not going to find any more of those. If we can find a place we can fast travel back to, we could definitely just leave here and go buy more potions and come back. But normally they don't give you a place to fast travel to in these sorts of like regions and whatnot. I think you can only go through these as part of the quest as well, so I don't think we'll ever be coming back here again. It's definitely not just an explorable area. Oh, meteorite. Used in crafting. Don't know what for. Maybe in that little workshop that got built that we've yet to figure out why it exists. Oh, that's it? No cutscene? No discussion about what a magnificent beast he was? And how fabulous we are for defeating him? What direction do I need to go in? Do I need to go in the door behind him? I don't know. I feel like this is where you hide all the treasure. If that's the direction I'm meant to go, this is the direction they don't want me to see. That's just more dead people. Also, why is this here? This is not an official part of this building. This is just a game mechanic to keep me from going that direction. It just stands out, unless it was added later for some reason, which happens. Renovations occur. Sometimes you'd like to think they'd put in a little bit of money, a little bit of effort to make it look like it's actually a part of the whole ordeal, but whatever. You know, maybe Kupka's fudging the funds a little bit. Maybe he said it cost more than it really did to remodel it, and he siphoned the rest of it off to, you know, pay for his gambling habit that we assume that he has. We don't know that he has a gambling habit. We don't know that he doesn't, and I think I would just need to see the books to know for sure. Are we here already? No. Okay. I was going to say, if we're already at the Crystal, that was the fastest journey to Crystal we've ever had.
Come on, Torgal.
This guy has a real relationship with his dog that gives me vibes of old Brashiat Cub and Buttercup. Not a lot of people ever picked up on the fact.
Did do things by halves, as if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough.
Yeah, no, this is pretty fabulous. It's impressive. Buttercup BC and Brachette Cup BC. That was intentional. I don't know if anyone ever picked up on that. I realize it's about a decade late to be pointing it out, but I thought that was pretty clever at the time. I don't know if anyone else ever figured it out. Or is there any like deeper meaning behind that? Any implications? No. Maybe.
Let the trial begin.
There could be. I'm not saying. No. But possibly. You don't know. I could be lying. There could be a big twist. Maybe I am Buttercup after like some sort of horrific scientific experiment gone wrong. No, I'm with you on this one, pal. I don't know what this is either. I think we can avoid it by just hopping around behind it.
Too slow.
Oh boy. I gotta remember that they can hit me even when I'm in the middle of an attack. Because I oftentimes neglect that. Wait, can you... Oh, I see. I thought maybe we stopped him by hitting him in the back, but no. What actually happened there was we just got his stagger gauge halfway depleted. It's confusing that they decided to change the stagger gauge to be... Hey, can I, like, shield against that? Oh, gosh, I shouldn't have been thinking about it. Oh, my gosh, thank you so much. I just saw that, Torgal. In Final Fantasy VII Remake, you build it up by attacking them, and in this game, it's just the opposite for no conceivable reason. Also, I shielded there, and it just didn't work, so we know that it's not universally effective now. Some things you just can't block with the stone shield, like giant explosions of light energy, and that's understandable. I'm not even upset about it. I see that we also got a high potion somewhere. We probably picked it up while we were exploring, so we are topped back off again, but I'd like to get through this fight without needing it if we can. Kind of depends on what he does here. Okay, so that can be blocked with a shield. That feels like something you want to dodge out of the way of. Although I do think that before we blocked that with the shield, this is something we just want to get behind him. And then we can just keep hitting him while he's doing it. Although Torgal, it looks like, really took the brunt of that. Oh, Torgal's in, like, super dog mode. Oh, come on, you. Be staggered already. Oh, this is unfair. He should be staggered right now. Okay, I thought the game was just doing a thing where it was going to unfairly not stagger him because he's halfway like down in health and he needs to do whatever this move is he was just doing. I was going to be very upset if that was the case. And yeah, I went ahead and popped that a little bit early just so we could deal some additional damage to him while he's down. It probably makes more sense to use this ability while he is staggered because it doesn't matter if we can see him or not. Oh gosh. Gosh darn you. Messed it up again. Dodge out of the way! And we did. Alright, you. Yeah, no, get out of the way of that. Don't stand around for that. Don't stand around for whatever this is going to end up being either. This also seems like trouble. I think we've got him. I think we've definitely... I don't know if we're going to get him before he gets back up. But we've got a couple of things that are queued up and ready to go. Oh, no, we're not. Never mind. I was going to say as soon as he's unstaggered, if we unleash these things, like this here, and then... But he's going to like do this move. Just time that wrong every time. Oh, go. Move. We're about to have our big fire attack ready to go again. Yeah, here we go. Are we actually gonna, like, potentially stagger him again before we defeat him? I can't tell. It looks like he has enough health to sustain a few more attacks. Oh, you know what? Let's finish him off in a tornado. That seems adequately, like, just cruel and unnecessary. We're not even... Oh, you know what? No, I'm not healing. I refuse to heal. He staggered again. I'm not even going to hit him. I'm just going to stand back and wait. This thing will kill him. We'll just stand over here and watch. Hands off. Not even going to give him the satisfaction. We're not even going to heal ourselves. We're just going to wait. It looks like he's back on his feet and not dead.
Enough.
Apparently, I had to deliver the killing blow and just shot him a little spell. Rip in pieces, sir. Was that thing called the Undertaker? Did I just imagine seeing that on the screen? What did we get for that? The flavor or the favor of lightning, not the flavor. Although that would probably taste like one of those little like crackling candy things. Residual lightning ether. Yeah. Increases thunderstorm damage. Is that an ability that we have? Sharp fangs. Good. Another 18 of them to add to the collection. Heaven knows we're never going to use them for anything. I've noticed a problem with this game.
Seems we're expected.
And that is that every boss fight kind of feels the same. It's not like a Zelda,
This is the power of Muth.
where every boss fight is very different. And how you like combat the enemy and deal damage to them, you know, requires like a special item or special moves. Every boss fight is kind of the same, just dodge and hit. Which isn't like bad. They're fun fights. I enjoy them. But it means that it's hard to say like, oh, who was your favorite? Oh, it was definitely the big crystal guy. Like, no one's ever going to say
The
that.
orcs do this too.
For as long as they live, that'll never be a thing that someone says. Because it's the same fight as every other fight in this game. There's nothing differentiating them. Whoa! I like that. Yeah. I always assumed you were Reese's cup, and thus he was your buttercup. Yeah. That's very clever. See, I didn't even think about that. The Reese's cup. I like that fan theory. Can we make that a fan theory? Also, thank you for 7 months of support as a channel member, Lucas Kits. I appreciate that. That's cool that it lets you do those messages. How often can you do those? Is it just like once a month? And also, do they build up over time? So do they like roll over? So if you never used one, would you have 7 of them ready to roll over right now? What is happening? Hello.
More of them.
Yeah, no, they're the little ones, though, so I'm not too pressed. I think we can definitely manage this without breaking a sweat. Also, they're only, like, level 20-some-odd. Is that 28? Yeah, no, they weren't even prepared for this. They weren't even grinding for our arrival. I'm not impressed at all.
It's over.
I feel bad for this one because he can't even get back on his feet. Oh, this guy, like, followed us, though. Hey, buddy, take a swing at me. Go ahead. Oh, well, yeah, with the little one, I get it right. Oh, can we upgrade that ability, by the way? I mean, the shield's a ton of fun. If we can upgrade it, I think it would be worth it. Let's see. What ability is that? Upheaval, wind up, Titanic block. We can. I was going to get this, though. Drive both hands into the ground, causing the land to surge upward, sending nearby enemies flying. That seems like a fun one, but I feel like it would almost be more useful to go ahead and block enemy attacks from guard. Okay, this is just going to master it. This is going to make it as good as it possibly can be. To what end, I don't know. It's mastered. I don't know what that's gained us. We do also have enough to master Upheaval, which we don't currently have equipped. Wind Up, and I think that we have... Okay, we have Raging Fists equipped right now. And then, what else do we have? Is Upheaval what we have equipped? Slam a fist into the ground, dealing damage to all enemies within range. Yeah, hold the button to increase range. Can be used in midair. So it only increases range. Does that mean it doesn't actually increase power? And maybe you're better off not, you know, if you're dealing with damage to one enemy. Can you deal more damage if you don't charge it up? What is this one? Punch forward, hold the button to wind up and attack, further increasing potency. So they're all like this. That's kind of fun. Why don't we try that one for a bit? So we could trade out. Raging Fists takes too long, I think, is the issue. I mean, I'm doing exactly the opposite of what I said I was going to do. I'm not going to have the two that both require that... that I be paying attention when I activate them. Where are you, Torgal? I don't actually know where you are. You're just growling at something. Is there an enemy afoot? Torgal, where the heck are you? I hear you panting. I don't see you. There you are. Okay, they're up here, Torgal. Watch me do this, Torgal. Oh my gosh, we just one-shot that guy. And then we can do this with these guys. And so allegedly that just increases the range.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Who can say? Who can say? Monthly and no rollover. Yeah, there you go. No, it's a... Oh. Every single stream. Is it just going through everyone's who renewed today? Why right now? Is it because it's 7 o'clock? That must be what it is. It must trigger them at 7 o'clock for some reason. Is that everyone? Hold on, I gotta get that list back up. So none of those are new. That's just some renewals we've got coming through. Hold on just a second. Let me get that pulled back up. I have to actually sign into Stream Elements to look at that. And Stream Elements is now frozen and is not loading, which we'd love to see. I love a perfect website that just works. Shout out and thank you to Ice Dragon for 2 months of support under the Fabled tier. Heather Hancock as a Mythic supporter, 3 months. And 5 months of support from the Fabled Ryan Wilson. I appreciate it. That is very funny. That's the secret then, because we've had that happen a couple of times now in previous streams where it, I guess it must just, the renewal must be at 7 o'clock. That explains, because this is around the same time I've been streaming the last couple of nights, and it's happened 2 nights in a row. This is now the 3rd night in a row. So at 7 o'clock, it must just go through, and whoever's is due at that point, they just play them out, which I like. I like that. It's a fun little surprise. See who is renewing. I wish that it let me do a different message, though, to come up and say specifically, or did it? Did it say how much? Did it mention like X amounts of months? I was not reading them enough. I was too busy being terrified of them. I also don't know why notices like that from Lucas don't come through. You know what I could do is I could change that up there to be a green screen as well, and then when I'm editing the videos, if those come in during a video, I can just move them over onto the video. The reason I don't just have them on the video for the live stream, I've explained this before, it's the same reason why I don't just open up this and do this, and then have this nightmare be on the actual screen. It's because I want the video, the unaltered video, in case I want to do something with that footage later. I've made videos in the past where I was like, I need a clip from this video game, and it's so frustrating I don't have that. But recording it like this means at any point, if I ever need footage from Final Fantasy 16, I've got the entire playthrough with nothing on it. But then I can, if I edit the video, I can move my head over for the actual edited video, and I could do the same with notifications. What do you folks think about that? I could probably do that right now. Well, no, I couldn't, because it would cut out the thank you message. I was gonna say I could just move this green thing that I've got up there. I might. Let me know what you think. I can make that happen. Also, what is happening here? Oh goodness, what is this? Oh wow. Give me a second here. I'm not going to pause the recording. I'm going to make you all watch me do something on my phone. I know you're all having the best time of your life right now. I know that you're loving this. Don't pretend otherwise. Okay. Very interesting. It's not. There's nothing interesting happening. I just felt the need to say that because it made it seem more important what I was doing. Okay. People and plans. That's all I'll say. Well, thank you once again. Do a short live stream every day at 7. That would be good. The issue is not every day will there be a new, like a renewal. And I have no way of knowing when people's renewals are coming up. So I would just be doing like a 5-minute stream, and then nothing would happen, and people would question the purpose of it. But thank you again to Ryan Wilson, Heather Hancock, and Ice Dragon. And also thank you to Lucas and Jake for tuning in and watching and continuing to support the channel. And now we're going to continue with... Oh, shoot. I need to lock that so it doesn't move. There we go. I just realized that I had my webcam selected in OBS, and at any moment now, one errant move of the finger could have sent my face sprawling across the screen in a disaster. Righto, though. Here we go. I think that's everything here dead and collected. I mean, we didn't collect the dead. We would if we could. If I had space for them in my inventory. I don't know what function they'd have in the game, but I don't know what any function anything has in the game. What are we doing with sharp fangs? We don't know yet. What? Some opponents will use the ability Bravery to invigorate nearby allies, enhancing their performance in battle. Look for the sword up icon and defeat these targets quickly or risk taking extra damage. Are there enemies in front of us? There wasn't when I was frocked in here, so that's a little bit creepy. I'm assuming that this guy appears the one casting Bravery, but I also think he just got sucked into a tornado, so I don't think he's much of a threat at the moment. Same goes for most of these guys. We're just going to get them all sucked up in the tornado. And then while they're in there, we're going to go ahead and cast... Well, you know what? I think that only hurts guys on the ground. I don't really know if we need to cast any extra abilities. I think we just start shooting off spells. That'll probably be the most effective thing we can do. We're not even going to charge him up. We're going to shoot him like rapid fire. I don't know what you're fighting back there, Thorgal, but I hope you continue to do a good job. Because gosh darn it, I'm not turning around. I'm just going to keep firing into this. Okay there, buddy. I don't know what exactly you hope to gain there. Thorgal, how's it going? There's more bad guys here, Thorgal. Thorgal, there's so many more. Thorgal, don't panic. Watch what I can do. I'll show you what I can do. How about that? Let's see you do that, Thorgal. Son of a gun. I was coming down from my attack, and you dare take a swing at me? Okay, you know what? I deserve to miss that. That was so poorly timed. All right, your turn. Go ahead. I'm ready. Hit me. Hit me with your best shot. Go on and hit me with your best shot. I'm getting all up in my nerves is the problem. That's what's happening here. I clearly have the reflexes for it because I'm doing it, but I'm so nervous I'm doing it too early. All right. Well, something tells me we're not going to find what we're looking for here.
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
It is an odd situation that we find ourselves in here. I'm absolutely with you on that, Clive. I'm just as confused as you are, though, on what's happening. Actually, I'm not. We're heading to destroy a Mother Crystal, and this is, as there's been in every single level so far, this is the gauntlet that we have to deal with. How was that for a move, though? Dodging and then jumping it? Oh, that was brilliant. This guy, though, is somehow avoiding it? I don't quite understand how he's doing that. He is taking damage, though, which is good. Any second now, he's gonna... There we go. Wait, where is he, though? Because I got to be able to hit him with one of these. Gosh darn it, we missed our opportunity. I don't really know how to combat this until I can get a good look at him. There we go. Don't try to block that with a shield. It doesn't work.
Wake up!
This should take care of everyone. And then this should have delivered more of a punch, I think. But that's all right. I was trying to maybe, hopefully, defeat him before his stagger ended. But I don't think we're going to manage that, just based on the fact that we didn't manage that. Oh, wow. He recovers from that way too quickly. Jeez, this guy needs to take a break here. Actually broke my block. That's a weird statement. Stagger him. Stagger him. Stagger him. Okay. Big punch. That was a good big punch. And then big punch on the ground. Excellent big punch on the ground. And then just hit him with this little spinny doodah. And he's dealt with. Absolutely brilliant. But what direction did we come in from? It doesn't matter, because I think this is the direction we're going. I would love to see what's happening. But we are not allowed. We are not permitted.
You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go?
Under the bed. I mean, we know that where he is. This doesn't work when we know that he's currently supping at the feet of the Mother Crystal, increasing his glow radius.
The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Toggle.
What are you, some kind of Jedi? Waving your hands around like that? He's in the sanctuary. He's a Toydarian. Those tricks don't work on him. We're going to take a moment here. Once more, just to pause. I'm trying to keep track of a thing here. There's like a group chat I'm in a part of. And it's popping off like crazy. And I'm trying to stay on top of it. Just stream while you eat supper. Similar to a different donut stream. Similar to, yeah, okay. Except it's just Reese eating and not acknowledging the camera. We did the video like that once. Lucas, wasn't it your idea? I might be misremembering, but wasn't it your idea for me to eat cereal on camera? I think we did it. I think we did a stream where I just ate cereal. If I remember correctly. I think it was Reese's Puffs and Promised Land chocolate milk. I remember that. No archives, only live. If you miss it, you miss it. Honey, why are you on your phone at dinner? Sorry, I have to watch Reese eat. This is a nutty idea. I might do it once. I'm not promising to do it a lot, though. Because who would actually... I mean, okay. I was going to say who would actually watch it. But you two would watch it. That's who would watch it. Hold on. I know that this is very rude. You've come to spend your evening with me, the both of you, and whoever else might tune into this archive in the future, and you've come to just watch me, and, you know, here I am. What am I doing? I'm on my phone, trying to be a part of a group chat that is not really pressing in any way. It's just a thing that I feel like I need to be a part of. And you're thinking this is just the peak of rudeness. This man should be talking to us about our ridiculous idea for him to eat food on camera. It's very rude. I'm not pleased. And I understand. I wouldn't be either. I would not be a channel member to this malarkey. These are not shenanigans I would abide. And if you want to go on protest or go on strike, I actually support that. I support you going on strike more so than I support Hollywood writers going on strike. Because they've not written anything good. And you folks, you're doing the real work. You're doing the real work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that I became a channel member about a month ago. So I've got to watch this and see if he gets scared while he's eating his food. That would be the real trick. I would need to, like, crank up the audio as high as it would go, and I actually did just crank it up and then realize that's probably a bad idea. And then just wait for the moment that it hits 7 o'clock. Cover the screen so I lose track of the time. Do something that makes me lose track of time, and then just start eating. And at some point in the middle of it, you'll hear... And I just throw pizza all over the place. I don't even eat pizza. It'd probably be scrambled eggs and bacon. That's my dinner. And it just goes everywhere. And I'm like, ah! Thank you, Gilliam, for your continued support. I appreciate it. That would be funny. But then, like, people would tune in for that, and I'd start to feel that pressure. And I might feel pressured to, like, amp it up on every stream, you know, and kind of keep the anticipation going. And I don't know if I could do that long term. So I'm not sure. It could be a bad idea. Could be hilarious as well, though. That's the problem. Okay. What you gotta do, Jake, what you gotta do is you gotta go, like, get a... just, like, Like what is the most affordable Android tablet a person can get? Just like some little cheap tablet that you not use for anything else. It's just constantly tuned into Howdy Folks LP, and it just, when the stream starts, it automatically starts it up. You got some speakers hooked up to it, so no matter where you are in the world, you can hear it, or where you are in the house more specifically. And you'll know, oh, it's about to be 7. It's the time, and you just go and you sit, and I just silently maybe I'm even watching something else on the screen, like I'm in the middle of watching a Red Letter Media video, and I'm just like fully invested in it. And that's what happens, you know? Okay. That's what happens. That's what happens! That's what happens! I'm ready for you this time, though. Look at this. Thank you, Lucas. What was the purpose? I appreciate it. I think this chat's calmed down and I don't need to monitor it anymore. I think it's probably going to be okay for us to continue on now. Okay. Now, before we go and we deal with the crystal, we need to open up the chest and get the Favor of Earth Upheaval, which I assume means that it's a buff for upheaval. And then which one of these doors did we come through? I think we came through that door. So we want to go through this door, possibly? Or does it matter? Should we open them both up and have a look? Oh, no, this definitely has the vibe of the room we just came from. Yeah. No, I think this is definitely the way we need to go. This had better lead to a bridge. Or a staircase that leads to a bridge is fine as well. This is definitely not the way we came. I would remember stairs. Earlier there was stairs. We even commented on it. He opened the door and said, "Stairs? This here appears to be stairs." That Clyde sounds like Professor Griswold now. I don't make the rules. That's just how he sounds when he talks. "See if you can find a boat." That was not Griswold. That was the Griswold voice that we can all acknowledge, so that's okay. Okay, this definitely looks like the sort of place where you'd have one more minor boss fight. Or like a little wave of enemies to deal with. This is quite the assortment of enemies as well. So we'll get these guys sucked up and have that be happening while we also go over here and we do this. Beautiful. I mean, yeah, it only does damage to the one guy, but that's one guy we don't have to deal with anymore. And also, what are you doing in the air there? That was amazing. That was almost Kingdom Hearts. Hold on, watch this. Best ability in the game. We've got to remember to do the combination stomp. We already mastered the combination stomp too, didn't we? There's no making that any better.
Stay down!
Oh, that was just brutal. Oh, and they're back. There's more of them. Watch this. I think if we just if we're facing in the direction of them when we do this, so long as they're more or less in front of us, I think that they have to experience the suffering. That was beautiful. I would love to upgrade that if there is any upgrades to that. That would be great. All right. You know what? We do have some more points we can spend. You know what would probably make this even more fun? This one right here. Is this the wind-up? Yeah. What if we upgraded it? Yeah, I know. It's going to cost a bit. Once we get to 1,000, I'm mastering it, because that might be my favorite ability. I think that's actually a ton of fun, and I'm doing that more. I haven't really... Oh, well, I guess we're about to find out if it's effective against big boss likes. The heart, Clive. Go for the heart.
Benedicta, my everything.
This is what simping does to a man.
I've missed you so much.
You gotta find out who you are without Benedicta, dude.
I swear to you, my love.
Never mind. No, you're making the right decision.
We will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
It's love, dude. It's disgusting. Oh, hello. I don't like how perfectly still she is, though. Oh!
You get away from her!
Where's this going? I don't like the setup of this. I don't want to see the tongue. Oh, it's getting freaky!
I'll kill you, Roswell!
Okay. Sure. We gotta destroy the crystal anyway, so...
Oh shit, he's priming.
Oh, the jokes write themselves at some point.
No, not now.
Oh, that is piercing. I hate it, and I don't want it to keep happening. Oh, it's gross. It's hurting my delicate eardrums. We should probably not go deeper into this room where there's a man who's priming. Yeah, this can only end poorly now.
Come on.
Try biting your finger.
Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again.
Accept the truth, brother.
Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without.
Come to me, Ifrit!
Are we actually going to do it this time? Son of a gun, we actually did it. Is that Joshua or is that other hooded figure? Because I think there's two of them. They're different. Also, Ifrit looks so much like Godzilla in this one. It's very distracting. These fights are always incredible, though. I'm very excited about this. Isn't his, like, actually a giant? Yeah! No, this is gonna be crazy. You kidding me? Let's go! Can we shimmy up his arm and punch his face? Okay, well, I guess, you know. That's why I forgot that he got his hands cut off last time in a previous installment. That's why he had the fake hands with fingernails, although I still don't feel like the fingernails were necessary. I'm glad I haven't answered that question, but they're still a bit silly, isn't it? Oh, big boy. I guess we're not going to be doing any precision dodging in this form. That's okay. Just regular dodging is good enough. I just noticed that they gave us the ability to heal 6 times, which means that they probably expect us to be taking a lot of damage here. Oh, no, that was 100% a precision dodge. Don't get stepped on, Clive. Don't do that. I'm trying to remember, is there anything that we can do besides just punching him? I'm pretty sure we can just punch him because we don't have any abilities. And we can also, like, throw fireballs at him as well. That's a thing that we can do. And we can do this, although that didn't help us any. Oh, sir, dodge! Dodge out of the way! Get up, Clive! There you go, buddy. We're about to stagger the big fella. Okay, see, I don't think that dodging into his attacks is my best strategy I've come up with yet. I think I can probably do better. Yeah, like, see how that time, instead of jumping to the side and into the thing that's about to damage me, I just jumped out of the way? You see how much better that works? I think that might be the tactic moving forward. It's just like a weird, wacky idea that I've had that I think I'm going to try out moving forward. We're just going to see. I could be wrong. It might not be the play, but it could. Also, we're about to finally have him staggered. But what are we supposed to do now that he's staggered? Other than just, like, sit here and punch him. Can we punch him? Oh, wait, can't we, like... Yeah, that's right. We can do that. We can do, like, these combo moves. Yeah, that's how you deal the damage. So you do punch, and then spell, and that gives you a burnt finish. And the difficulty with it is you're exposed that entire time. If you gotta dodge in the middle of it, you're done for. Excuse me, what are you doing up there, bud? Can I reach? I can't reach you up there. Something tells me that he knows that, and that's the entire reason this is happening. Something tells me he's a very clever lamb, and he knows what he's doing. I'm doing all of this, by the way. It's requiring a lot of precision button presses.
But if you can do it, then so could I!
But we don't know how. Oh, we've just learned Brimstone now. I guess. Son of a gun, he's gonna bring in the whole mine. Yeah, that's a big stone. If we just dodge, will that hit the mother crystal and we can call it a day? Because it's definitely not going to hit us. Clive has learned the ability... Well, it just kind of came out while I was talking, didn't it? Brimstone from Titan. Hold and release R2 plus square to emit a violent explosion. Hold R2 plus square longer to increase explosion size and strength. Press X at any time to cancel the charge without triggering the explosion. Ifrit is invulnerable to damage while charging Brimstone. Suffering an attack, however, will automatically trigger the explosion.
Let's give this a try. Not bad.
Did I do it right? Was that what you wanted from me, game? Okay, then. Get around behind him. You know everything I said earlier about like learning how to dodge? I've already forgotten it. I also temporarily forgot how to do my best attack. Yeah, no, I can't dodge from him when his legs are in the way. That's the issue here. I've got to find excuses. So how long does this take to charge? Oh, that's beautiful! Get behind him. Okay, or just get hit. That's fine too. That's all right. We're not all perfect. We can't all, like, do the right thing every single time, Clive. Come on, big boy. Don't want to be there. Ooh! Oh, he staggered again. Okay, big boy. This might be it for him. It depends on how many times we can get this this combo off. You definitely got to get it right. You can't do it on the second, like, physical attack. It's got to be right after the first one. And then what about this? Oh, if we'd actually done that during the combo, I feel like that would have done way more damage. Or during the stagger, I should say. I think this is going to be it. We've almost got him defeated. Other than the fact that we're now doing this. But this is fine, because this means that we've got him defeated, and the game just wants to make sure it's as epic as it could possibly be. It doesn't feel that epic when we're getting slung around like a sledgehammer, and really not enjoying it at all. Look at him. He's not having a good time. I didn't actually like the angle of that. Made me a little bit uncomfortable. But we did it? Is that it? Is it over? That felt very abrupt. I'm not mad. I'm just saying, it felt very sudden. It's okay. The cutscene's going to make it worth it. Is he about to, like, get supercharged? Was this not even his final form? Is that what you're telling me? Is he about to come out as the Crystal Chronicle version? By what I mean is he's covered in crystals, and it has nothing to do with Final Fantasy or Crystal Chronicle in any way. It's just the first thing that came to mind. The first coupling of words that came to mind was something that's entirely unrelated. Disregard what I said. It looks like he's giving himself a headache, actually. No, he's activated super mode. Oh, he's defying gravity now. I don't know if we need to be involved in this. It looks like he's eating crystals, which is not good for your health. Did we just get like a moment of dubstep? Oh. Oh! My gosh. Is the mother crystal destroyed? Or are we going to have to go, like, dig it out to destroy it? That's the real question here. Oh, hang in there, Clive. Just because we're at 20 frames a second, that doesn't mean we're done for. Okay. Absolutely. Yeah, alright. What do I do about this? What are my options?
Help me.
I don't think we can do that. Maybe we leave. No, maybe we leave. Maybe we come back later. Oh, this is what I've been waiting for. It's like a little mini game. What do I gotta do? I can attack. I can evade. I've got all my normal abilities. Okay, here we go. Yeah, baby! This is amazing! This is basically what I wanted last time when I wanted to run along outside on that little, like, run along the barrels, remember, outside the window and chase our brother? This is exactly what I wanted, and the game was too scared to give it to me then. But gosh darn it, they can't take it away from me now. They're finally giving it to me. Can I, like, do anything? Do I need to do something? Do we need to, like, shoot fireballs at him? Oh, yeah. What's this do? I think he just destroyed his own tail with a new tail, which is a strange decision on his part. The music is also amazing right now. I'm just throwing that out there. This isn't even finished yet, and this is already my favorite part of the game. I wish I was doing this, though. I wish I was controlling this. There we go. Immediately, I'm running into crystals. I wish I could, like, choose at any point I wanted to like, hop between the different... Can I... Do I need... Oh, wait. Can I, like, hit these? Is that what I'm meant to be doing, is hitting them? Probably. I wish I was, like, sliding along these and I had to jump from one rail to the other. I think that's about to be what happens, but I don't think... Yeah, I don't get to do it. It's just happening. You could have worked a little bit harder on your auto runner. Having me actually control things would have been a good start. Oh my gosh, yeah, we can just punch our way through these. Not that one, I totally let that hit me. This is insane that this is a thing that's happening. Oh, can we jump? Can we jump? Can we jump? Can we jump? Yeah, boy. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's got a health bar. I just realized. So we gotta keep doing nonsense like that to damage him, I guess.
I've got you now.
Do we? Do we actually? Oh, and then it's just back to this sort of nonsense, is it? That's kind of a letdown. We can still heal ourselves. We do still have the ability to heal ourselves if we need to. What about just doing this? That dealt quite a bit of damage. I'm trying to avoid it. It'd be cool if we could, like, defeat him without ever having to, like, use our, any of our heals. Even though it's unnecessary, we absolutely could. Just keep punching at the air. Oh! Gotta look out for that shockwave. Ooh, that's new. It got very slow here all of a sudden. The music is still great. And in concept what's happening is kind of incredible. It's kind of ground to a halt a little bit here. Just very slowly dealing as much damage as I can. Oh, he staggered. Just for me shooting fireballs at him. That's good. How do I take advantage of that? I guess like this? We were nowhere near close enough to him to deal any damage. What a waste. Do I just have to do that a number of more times? Can we do something different instead? Is the song just like restarting now? What's happening? The game is like, I can't believe he's not using that one simple trick to deal all of the damage in one go. Does he not understand that he's doing the game wrong? No, I don't. Oh, okay, see, I thought that was absolutely going to just hit him and wreck him. Okay. Thought maybe if we like attacked his fingers, one of them might crack off, and that would deal a whole lot of damage, but that doesn't appear to be what's happening. And now it's just granite rain. Oh, am I supposed to be like using my ability to like guard in those moments to send granite like falling back at him? Could be. Should I do that right now? Probably not. I mean, it would have been good to not be hit just then. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use this because, gosh darn it, we're close to dying, and I don't want to die now, not that we've made it this far. Can you imagine having to do all this again? We're about to have him staggered again, which means that maybe we'll have another opportunity to do whatever we did wrong last time and deal like a whole bunch of damage. He should be staggered. It says that he's staggered. All right, there we go. I think it's just a moment to hit him in the arm. And that's it. That's all we get. That's all she wrote. Back to this, huh? Okay, I'm kind of over it now. You built up a lot of goodwill at the start of this fight game, and then you just kind of let it peter out. How'd you chat? Oh my goodness! I just realized you're moving, Lucas. I guess you've probably already tuned out, but thank you so much for tuning in. Also, good luck on the move, and thank you for watching. Hopefully, we get to chat again soon. I'm sorry that I was not paying attention to the chat for this. I wish I had seen that sooner. Obviously, as you can see, I'm really like super engrossed in what's happening right now in this like thrilling fight here. Maybe we're missing something. Maybe we have more abilities than what I remember. We've got a melee combo in succession to chain up to 4. Yeah, fireball, charged fireball, fireball burst. What is this? Press triangle immediately following a fireball burst to deliver an explosive finishing attack. Yeah, no, I know that already. I know that. Jump, sure. Stomp. Press X while in the air to kick off a nearby enemy. Well, that's not super interesting. Dodge, we know about. Timing a dodge perfectly not only increases evasion efficiency, but also allows for counterattacks. I'm familiar. Swift recovery, sure. Heat rush. Press X and square while on the ground to swiftly close in and attack a distant enemy. I feel like I might have known about that one. Plus X plus square while in the air to strike downwards. Hold X to envelop Ifrit's body in flames, releasing... Oh, okay, that's something to know about. We knew about O. Fiery barrier, we know about that. Instantly restore 30% of HP, we know about that. Okay, so the two that I feel like we really learned is we need to hold down our attack, and then also do this one. But not right now. Right now we need to not be hit by that. Alright, now let's do this. And then we'll do this. I don't know if that's done like a whole bunch of damage relative to the other things that we can do. Doing this again. Just gonna keep throwing fireballs as we dodge falling rocks. As one does. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. He's almost staggered. He's almost staggered. Staggered the boy. Staggered the boy, gosh darn it. There we go. Big guy. Hand's falling asleep, or my arm is falling asleep from just sitting on my desk. Wait, what's happening? I'm pressing square as hard as I can, game. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to see more of. Oh, it's a bit early to be saying things like that. We could still die. Depending on how epic this is, this game, it could be winning me back here. I feel like, you know what? If it has a strong beginning and a strong ending, I'm not even going to be mad that the middle was incredibly repetitive and a little bit boring. Launch me into space so I can find out about the aliens and the red star. That's definitely a space station. Oh my gosh, wait, what is happening here? Oh! Oh, I see what's going on. Okay, yes. No, I get it, for sure. It's won me back! In a way, it's won me back, for sure. You can kind of tell which ones are flying towards you. Okay, well, I did not see that one coming. I gotta... Okay, here's a hot tip if you ever play this. Don't try... Like, just lock onto them and then let go. Stop trying to, like, perfectly aim, because the game will focus on them just fine. Alright, time for the tail, I guess. I'm assuming if we don't get it, yeah, it's going to deal a ton of damage to us. Do I need to be aiming anywhere in particular?
Heads up, Hugo!
Literally. No, it's good again. It's good again. I'm telling you.
Your time is past! And this game is over!
I don't like that he broke the fourth wall there, acknowledging that this was a game. That was great. Now destroy the Mother Crystal. Do it now. Do it now! How? I'm with you, Clive. I'm over this. We've defeated him twice now. Why is he not dead yet? We're gonna have to go ahead and heal ourselves because I'm not gonna die here. I refuse. Just really on principle alone, I refuse to die now. I'm actually confused about how we're moving through space right now. Like, are we falling down? Are we flying up? The camera swishing around like that is not helping the situation. He's staggered, but to what end? We're both just hurtling through space right now. Can I even do combos right now? I cannot. Not in the way I'd want to. I can do that. I can do big charge attacks. This is too much. We had him defeated. We threw a big thing through his head. The music was silly. I was really enjoying it, and now you've gone and you've done whatever this is. Oh, boy! Is he about to throw that at me? Homie. He absolutely is, and we dodged through it. If he gets us just one more time, I'm going to have to use another health potion. I'm glad we managed to go as far as we did without taking damage, so I have them all for right now. Where the fight is just kind of a mess and I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, I'm using one now. They made that one feel very epic, for whatever reason. Yeah, that's not hitting him. again, now that I'm kind of in the rhythm, this just feels a bit repetitive. Like the last fight. You know what? These segments would be great if they were all a bit shorter and they didn't go on so long. Because I don't really feel anymore like I'm in danger. I don't think I'm going to die. And I'm just like slowly waiting to kill him at the moment. That's what I'm doing. And there we go. Something's happening now. He's probably getting charged up to his final form is what he's doing.
From the Mother Crystal. If you can do it.
Okay, but what's about to happen? Are we upgrading? We've not even reached our final form. We got big fists now. Is his health going to be fully restored? So help me. Can you imagine the amount of flame and fury in my soul if his health was restored and we were starting over again, but now, how can you tell what's happening on the screen? I defy that you can. You cannot. Somehow, I'm not even mad. You know what? At the end of the day, good fight. Used in crafting, Earth and Fury. All right. Dragged on a bit at segments, but good fight. What about the Mother Crystal? Oh, good. She lives. Go and crack that sucker. Dun, dun, dun. Another one bites the dust. We're so much closer to freeing our planet from the alien menace. See, that sounded like an alien scream. Buddy. He went full Sandman. Oh, if he wakes up to have one final conversation with us. That is actually horrific. That is horrible. That is actually horrible. That must be what a dog whistle sounds like to a dog. Don't use those.
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
This guy's an AI, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Nuthos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
He has the sound of a program in his voice.
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Just run away.
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation.
See what I mean?
You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel.
Is he an alien or is he like
It appears we
an
first
AI?
have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
It would be okay to give us context for these things. That'd be
One
okay.
can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Who are you?
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty,
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Who are you? Is this the guy that was like, you know, with Benedicta earlier? I have a vague memory of the voice specifically.
Hugo Kupka,
Oh, you know what we could do?
man who gave...
Look what we can do. King of Walud, the dominant of Odin and the warden of darkness. Okay, that's just a terrible, awful name. Ridiculous name for a country. Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Walud's armies. Also a stupid, stupid
his
name. But
life
now we know.
for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
Well, now we know what was in the box.
Oh, that the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
From stone to sand. That's dark. That's referencing how he turned to dust.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
Is this the same little medicine girl that we've
You
been
must
seeing?
consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
Why is he getting more action than Clive and Jill?
Forgive me, Terence.
The world is unfair.
Would that you were my master. But alas.
Kinky.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Also kinky.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah! Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Someone appears to be dead, sir. Oh.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned?
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one.
Give me answers.
But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
We're gonna fade to black so that I don't get to hear it. Because the game just wants to spite me from the sounds of things. Ugh. Well, I suppose we don't have many options other than to just return to the hideaway and see what everyone makes of all this. Imagine if we come back here and it cuts to another 5 years. The game likes to do that. No, it looks like we're back and resuming where we left off. Out of the shadow.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Good news? What about just all the news? There's a lot to discuss right now. Well, I mean, no, I guess we just defeated the bad guy. But that does it for today. Thank you, folks, for watching. God bless you. And I'll see you in the next one. This guy's just talking over me. You won't be able to hear that, though, in the edit. I'll turn him down. Bye. Oh, I have to go right now because for some reason my brother is here. Even though I told them that I was streaming and that he shouldn't come over until I told him to. Whatever, he does what he wants to. But, fare thee well. Thank you for tuning in and joining me. And, Jake, take care. Have a good evening. And remember to stay warm. You know, no shivering. And we will see you on Saturday. All right, I do actually have to go. He is currently waiting for me and for some reason upset.